Hi, this is Violet from Scrappy Mania, and today I want to share an album that I created for a friend of mine. Her sister's going to have a baby, so I wanted to create a nice little baby album for my friend. And I want to show you some of the tricks that I've used and some of my technique when I am creating gift albums for non-scrapbookers. First of all, I start with the paper. I usually like to keep the same color theme. I don't like to change, have different colors papers or different tones of papers in my album, so I try to stay within a paper pad. So I get one paper pad, and then I get a coordinated photo mat. So I buy the die cut with a view photo mats or anything like that, or even create my own photo mats out of the paper. So you want to create your mats 4.5 by 6.5, because the majority of times when we develop pictures, they're usually 4 by 6. So, and then this paper is double-sided. You don't need to have double-sided paper. It's just I happen to have double-sided happy paper, and I love these bright colors for babies. And this is an old paper pad from K&company. I'm not sure the name of it. I kind of threw away the garbage. When I scrapbook, I make a lot of trash. So I threw away the garbage, and in the garbage, I had the cover of this paper pad. But any kind of paper pad will do. For kids, I keep it bright. I don't really like too much the really kiddie papers, with a lot of rattles and things like that. I just like bright paper and just a little more sophisticated than baby papers. So let me show you what I do. One of the things is, of course, I get the coordinated photo mat, and this is a die cut with a view photo mat. And then the other thing that I do is I stamp a lot of my sayings or my embellishments ahead of time, so that way the only thing I need to do is grab and place on the page, and I don't waste too much time. This album took about 3 hours to complete, and actually a little less than 3 hours to complete from start to finish. And I'm talking about cutting the things out, stamping the things out, and then just putting it together. And I was watching TV as I did it. So the other thing I want to give you, another tip that I want to give you, is for albums that you give to people that are non-scrapbookers or non-crafters that may not have the photo adhesive. Either you can just give them the photo adhesive and they can place their photos in there, or you can just buy punches that create slits where they can just fit their photos. It's going to be in the album with a page protector, so you really don't need to glue the photos down. This will be enough to keep your photos within the photo mat. So here's my first page. And I didn't want it too bulky, so that's why this time, instead of just making individual pages, I took an 8 by 8 core, just one of these. Let me show you. So I just took 10 8 by 8, so I cut this down to 8 by 8. And then as I was creating my pages, I just glued it on to that. So that way it creates one page instead of 2 pages. So here's the first page. Here's the second page. Okay, so I composed my page off, I composed my page, and then I glue it in the middle. You'll see that the middle part is the cardstock, the white cardstock. And notice the simple shapes. And I'll show you in a second the new Prima dolls. I do like those new Prima dolls. They're the baby dolls, and they're great for albums, for baby albums. And then I cut a lot of these journaling little areas, and don't put a lot of journaling spots for them, because a lot of times we're not used to writing a lot, especially when we first start out either scrapbooking or when we're documenting. We tend not to document a lot, so I don't want to overwhelm the person I'm giving to, having to make them commit to just write like a whole paragraph. I basically just gave them a little bit so they can just write a little bit on there, and they can also write here if they want to. But notice the photo mat with the slits. Here's the other. And then this is month 1. So each page has corresponding month. And then here, this is one of the Allie Edwards stamps from Technique Tuesday. It's a very old stamp. I don't even know they still have this type of stamp. But it's the one that has, that you can journal the moment, and I really like that. Here's the other page, month 2, month 3, month 4, and month 5. Notice the very happy color that I'm using. I'm really using bright colors on here. Month 6, as you can see here. Seven and 8. Nine and 10. And then this is month 11. And what I'm going to show you in a second how I did this label. Okay. This is month 12. And the last month is, you know, happy birthday. So this is my album. So I want to show you how I created this little label here that says Sweet Baby. Now, if you don't have this label maker, a lot of us have it already from just using it to organize the house. But this Dymo label, not only can you use the regular labels that come with it, okay, you can also use strips of paper. As long as your strip of paper is as wide as the width here, and this is 5/8 of an inch. So make sure you don't cut your paper wider than 5/8 of an inch. And let me pull this out. Okay. Then you're just gonna feed it in here like this. And then see how it grabs it? And then I'm gonna make sure I put it on the one that makes, this won't imprint anything, it just moves. And just push it in a little bit until you see it come out right there. So now, once you see it come out, the strip come out, you can easily just move the dial and make sure you press it down very hard. Now you need to use paper that either has a white core or these color cord cardstock from Coordinations work great. These are wonderful papers. Also the Tim Holtz ones are very nice. He has some new Coordinations that just came out. And I think it even has metallic or something like that. I haven't seen it at the big box stores, but I did see in one of his previews he was showing his new paper that has a different color cord in the middle. Okay, so I already spelled out sweet. Now I'm gonna go ahead and have a space. And then, so that's your space. And then I'm gonna put baby. Then I'm going to go back, put a little space, 1, 2, and then you can even use the cutter to cut it out. There you have it. Now you have a nice, I don't know if you can see that, you see the nice imprint. But the magic happens is when you take your a file, you can either use a block like this, or even you can even use a nail file and just file it out. And there you have it. So the other thing, instead of using a block, what you can go ahead and use is some metallic rub-on. You can also use ink, anything like that. And just go over it. And there, you can go over that. You see it there, or you can even go over with a little bit of white. So if I take some of my white, anything like that, you can go over it with either white ink or with your metallic rub-ons or anything like that, and see. It comes out nice, and you can even go over it again with your block, sanding block. And see how that comes out. So I really love this technique. So if you have one of those label makers, this is another idea that you can use to repurpose the label maker for crafting. So I hope you like this idea, how to create some unique labels for your scrapbook or cards. So I hope you like this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now. Where I shut off the camera before I showed you the new Prima stamps, and those are the ones that I've used here, these cute little baby stamps, perfect for baby albums. If you want the whole collection, now the whole collection are 8 little stamps, and if you buy it individually at photobella.com, each of them are $3.59. If you buy the whole collection, you save a couple bucks. You get 8 stamps, and it was $27 with, I think, $27.96, something like that. So let me show you what the collection is. You're going to get the baby. So you have to buy the little body. So it's the baby. You get the hat and bib set. You get some cute little shoe sets. The stroller. And then you get a boy set. A girl set. Let's see here. And jammy set. And a snowsuit set. Now if you're wondering about my storage solution, it's just regular, this is just a page protector that I use my fuse, and I made divisions on the page protector, and then before I sealed everything, I went ahead and created the slits here so that I can put my my dolls in. And when you do divide it in 4, it will fall out. As you can see how they fall out, how easily that one fell out. So you really want to put these in a binder that has a zipper, and that's why they're in here in this zipper pouch one. However, the other ones, like these, so when you do just put half, you divide your page protector in half, these go in further in. They don't fall out, so these could be on a regular binder. But I do recommend that if you want to use my storage solution, how I have it here, you really want to use a binder that has a zipper. But I hope you like this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.